G'day gamers, Gob here. Welcome back to Gob's Quickies. Now, have I got a little basic build for you today? This is not quite an auto furnace, but a semi-auto furnace where you don't have to keep whacking the bits and pieces in one by one. You can whack them in a chest and walk away, go do other things, and when you come back, it'll all be smelted for you. And the best thing of all, you can even put other items in there, so you don't have to put all gold items to smelt or all iron items to smelt or all cobblestone to smelt. You can mix them up and you will still get all the outputs in the one place without having to constantly chop and change what you're doing. The only downside is you don't get the XP. But I think that's a very small factor if you're later on in the game or you want to get your XP from elsewhere. Right, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, chuck me a sub, it's just down there, and let's get to it. So this is the basic setup. You put your what you want to smelt in there, it's all disappeared. You put your fuel in there, it's all disappeared. There's your furnace, it's whacking away stuff happily, and everything you want to collect is in that barrel. Okay, so we'll just do this again. Input goes in there. Fuel goes in there. See, disappearing. Going into the furnace, and it's burning away ever so happily and filling up the barrel. Happy days. And I can go off. I can do my farming. I can AFK somewhere. I can do whatever, and all my bits and pieces will be smelted away happily. So what do I need to build the basic structure without all the prettying up? Because you know, you might want to build it incorporate into one of your builds. You might want to pretty it up your own way. So I'm just going to show you what you need to build the furnace itself. You're going to need a furnace. You're going to need 3 barrels or chests, whichever you prefer. Just remember, if you use chests, you need to have blocks above them that allow you to open them. And you need 4 hoppers. Righty. So all we need to do first of all is place down our output chest. Put a hopper facing into it. Okay, remember, crouch click and check that the nozzle is going into the chest or the barrel, whichever one you're using. Okay, and now we want to place our furnace on top of that hopper. Again, crouch click, and our furnace is on top of the hopper. Happy days, that's that done. What we want to do now is go to the side of the furnace, crouch, click, and place a hopper facing into the side of the furnace. Okay, again, check the nozzles going in there. And what we want to do then is place a barrel or a chest on top of that hopper. And that is our fuel hopper. Now, this one over here, I've added another hopper on. Okay, so I've whacked another hopper on there. Let's get myself a temporary block. Okay, I've whacked another hopper on there, and I've put that chest on top of that hopper. And the only reason I've done that is to make them even. Okay, so that's our fuel hopper going into the side. Next one we're going to do is get another hopper facing into the top of the furnace. Crouch, click, so that hopper's nozzle goes straight down into the furnace, and we place another barrel on top of that. Now they're nice and next to each other. Okay, get rid of those. And now we have our input barrel, our fuel barrel, and our output barrel. And that, my friends, is now a functioning auto furnace. Let's get some gear and we'll give it a test. Okay, so we've got some coal and we've got some iron. And actually what we'll do, just to show you that this does work. Okay, what else do we smelt? We'll get some cobble. And we might even get some food, so we'll get some raw pork chops. And we'll whack all of those in the input barrel. Okay, so they're going down and they're filling up that. Okay, whack all the coal into the fuel barrel, see? And the coal goes through that hopper, and starts filling up the fuel slot in the furnace. And now that there's fuel in there, it's just going to constantly burn what's ever in here. Now that one's being filled up through that hopper from that chest or barrel. And then if anything's smelted, it goes into the output. but is immediately sucked out by that hopper into there. So see, we're already starting to smelt our iron. But lo and behold, I think that's our last iron now. Because that's sucked out and that's empty, it just keeps on drawing whatever's next. And now we got pork chops. Now we got 5 pork chops. So we're going to find now we're going to start getting something else. There we go, cooked pork chops. Happy days. And that's just going to keep on emptying all of the items until they're all smelted. Happy days for that. So there you go, one basic sort of mid-ish, early-ish game auto furnace. Yeah, you know, you can't do it too early game because you need the hoppers, but you can do it soon enough. It really is a quality of life build, isn't it? And it just makes your life just that little bit easier, not having to stand there and constantly feed things into your furnace. If you liked the video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other content and you'll be my mate forever. But that's all I've got time for today. Until next time, hooroo!